among the most exciting and important in tennis.
Charlie had this vision, he had this dream.
The ultimate honor and recognition I can receive in the sport. Just imagine to be included in this hall among so many legends and outstanding individuals.
Charlie Pasarell has been heralded as a dreamer. All sports should be so lucky to have such a dreamer among their great leaders. For dreaming big and for having the passion, dedication, and work ethic to convert dreams into reality, tonight we salute Charlie Pasarell as one of the most impactful leaders our sport has ever known. And we honor him as a member of the International Tennis Hall of Fame.
I grew up in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and went through high school in Puerto Rico and spent most of my time here in the island, and actually learned how to play tennis at the Caribe Hilton Hotel. Buenos días, ¿cómo estás?
Es un honor para mí estar aquí hoy. Me siento sumamente agradecido y orgulloso de recibir este reconocimiento que ustedes me otorgaron hoy. Toda mi vida, como dijo el senador Larry, toda mi vida yo me he considerado como una persona muy afortunada. Tuve la gran fortuna de haber nacido en esta bella isla y de tener unos padres que me dieron un hogar lleno de amor, una buena educación y me introducieron al deporte del tenis a una temprana edad. El deporte del tenis me ha brindado muchos privilegios y oportunidades. Por ejemplo, a través del tenis recibí una beca para estudiar en UCLA, la Universidad de California en Los Ángeles. También a través del tenis tuve la oportunidad de viajar por muchas partes del mundo, conociendo personas de distintas nacionalidades y culturas. También el tenis me enseñó mucho sobre el campo de la competencia y cómo competir en una forma honorable.
If I hadn't picked up the game of tennis, I'm not certain. I never have thought about that possibility. Certainly, I probably wouldn't have the family I have today. I wouldn't have the kids because it's a really hard question to answer. I never thought what else did play against my father. One time for the Caribe Hilton championships, club championship. I was 14, 15, and my father, was towards the tail end of his tennis career, but he was still probably the best player, and probably the toughest tennis match I've ever played in my life, because you don't want to lose. I want to win, but at the same time, I don't want to beat my father, and I ended up winning the match in 3 sets, 3 close sets, and it was. I know my father, we cried after we finished the match. He cried and I cried, and I know my father was very proud that I did well, that I beat him, but I know he also didn't want to lose either. So it was really, dealing with those emotions was really an unbelievable experience. I think I look back and I've said that I have really 2 careers in my life, one as a tennis player. And I think my legacy in the sport of tennis have been, as I mentioned, was building the tennis tournament at Indian Wells, which is considered the 5th major today, something I'm extremely proud. And equally important is being one of the 3 founders of the National Junior Tennis League, which continues to flourish and exposes the sport of tennis to a lot of children. It's still the biggest grassroots development program in the United States. So those two things, but the most important one is going to be here, Royal Isabela. And that, for my business career and for my giving back to the island of Puerto Rico, my bringing something back to my home, Puerto Rico. Royal Isabela and Costa Isabela, it's going to be, I hope that this is both my brothers and my legacy. It's, we really want to be, as I said, the model community, the model development by which everybody else should be measured. And that's our objective. So we haven't achieved that yet, but we are on our way.